Shadow analysis is one of the very important steps while planning a solar PV array over a particular rooftop. There are many paid tools that are available in the market to conduct shadow analysis such as SketchUp, PVSys, PVSol, Helioscope and many more. But it is not always possible for a small rooftop EPC player to invest in these expensive simulation tools. Welcome to SolarTech Sarthi. In this video, we will discuss on how to conduct shadow analysis without using these expensive tools. During the video, we will also solve some examples on this. Shadow is one of the factors that causes lower generation from a solar PV rooftop project. If a shadow falls over a module in addition to lower generation, it can also damage the PV module by creating hot spots. So, it is very important to conduct a shadow analysis before planning a solar PV array over a particular rooftop. Now let's start with some basics of shadow analysis. Shadow length of an object depends on two major factors: position of sun in the sky and height of the object. Now let's see the mathematical formula to calculate the shadow of an object with a height h as shown in the figure. So the shadow length is given by h, that is the height of the object, divided by tan altitude. Going more into the basics, a taller object in the eastern side of the proposed solar PV array will cast shadow in the morning time and in the west direction, something like this. Also, a taller object in the western side of a proposed solar PV array location will cast shadow in the evening time and in the eastern direction, something like this. Similarly, if a shadow creating object is on the southern side of the proposed solar PV array location, it will cast shadow on the west direction in the morning time and east direction in the evening time, something like this. On the left side picture, we can see that on the morning time, the southern side object is creating a shadow on the western side, while in the right side picture, we can see that the southern side object is creating a shadow in the east side, that is in the evening time. Now let's have a look at the mathematical formula to calculate the shadow length if the object is in east-west direction. So, if the shadow creating object is in the east-west direction from the proposed solar PV array location, the shadow length is given by height multiplied by sine azimuth divided by tan altitude. Here you can notice that some modifications has been done in the basic shadow length formula that we studied few slides earlier. We have introduced a term sine azimuth here. Now if the shadow creating object is on the east side of the proposed solar PV array, we have to consider morning time azimuth and altitude angles. And if the shadow creating object is on the west side of the proposed solar PV array location, we have to consider evening time azimuth and altitude angles. Let's also have a look at the mathematical formula to calculate a shadow length if the object is in north-south direction. So if the object is in north-south direction from the proposed solar PV array location, the shadow length is given by height multiplied by cos azimuth divided by tan altitude. So again, we can notice here that the only difference in the formula that we studied for east-west direction shadow analysis is that for a north-south direction shadow analysis, we have to use cos azimuth instead of sine azimuth. So if the shadow creating object is in the north-south direction, we have to consider both morning and evening time azimuth and altitude angles. Azimuth and altitude angles for a particular location and for a particular time can be calculated from many free resources that are available on web. Few of examples of these free resources are sunposition.info, and NASA website. So you can use both the links to calculate those azimuth and altitude angles for a particular site. Now we'll have a look at two examples for both the cases, one for east-west direction and one for north-south direction shadow analysis. So let's start with example 1. Let's calculate the shadow length of building B on building A. Height of building B 8 meters. Height of building A is 5 meters. The distance between both the buildings is 2 meters and the location is Delhi. So if we are planning a solar rooftop project over building A, it can be clearly seen that the height of building B is more than building A. Hence, it may create a shadow over building A. So in the example, we'll see that what is the length of the shadow that building B may create over our solar project rooftop, that is building A. So step by step, we'll see how to proceed on this. Step 1. To calculate the azimuth and altitude angles. So as we have seen in the mathematical formula that to calculate the shadow length of a particular object, we have to decide and calculate the azimuth and altitude angles. Now, since the shadow creating object, that is building B, is on the east side of the proposed solar rooftop array, that is building A, so shadow will be created during the morning hours. Hence, azimuth and altitude angles need to be considered for Delhi location, 21st December, that is the winter solstice, and for 10 am. Now let's see how to calculate azimuth and altitude angles from sunposition.info website. This is a website that is a free tool where you can get those two angles. So we'll go to this website sunposition.info. On this website, we'll go to sun position calculator. We'll select the continent or region. We'll select Asia here. Then we'll select the country. We will have to select India here for our location. Then we'll select the town or city, New Delhi here in our case. Then we'll have to change the date to 21st December. That is the winter solstice date, and the shadow analysis has to be done on that date. Click on sun position calculation then. You'll see that you will get the altitude and azimuth angles for the desired location and for 21st December. We'll get those 15 minutes data that is available on this website. Now this data can be used in the formula that we have studied in earlier slides to calculate the shadow length. For example, the evening 4 p.m. data is 230 degree and 16 degree for this particular location. Now coming back to our example, we need to find 10 am data for our site. So that is 142 degree and 28 degree. Now coming back to our example, now we know that the altitude angle is 28 degree and azimuth angle is 142 degree for this particular location. Moving to step 2, here we need to find the relative height of the shadow creating object. We already know the height of building B is 8 meter, while the height of building A, where the solar PV array is proposed, is 5 meters. So the relative height between both of them is 8 minus 5, that is 3 meter. Now moving to the final step, to calculate the shadow length, we'll use this formula, that is h multiplied by sine azimuth divided by tan altitude. Now since we have all those values, we'll put those values here. So height, relative height was 3 meters here, sine of 142 degrees and tan of 28 degrees. Please take care that the angles that you are taking are in degrees. So the total shadow length by using this formula comes out to be 3.5 meter. Hence, a 3.5 meter shadow distance need to be left from the building B in the west direction. We also know that the distance between both the buildings was 2 meters. Hence, on building A, when you are planning a solar PV rooftop project, you need to leave 3.5 meters minus 2 meters, that comes to be 1.5 meter. So on building A, from the east side parapet wall, we have to leave 1.5 meter distance, and then from that point we'll start planning our solar PV array on this particular location. Now let's move to a second example. Let's calculate the shadow length of building B on building A. Now in this case, the building B is situated on the southern side of the building A, where we are proposing a solar PV rooftop project. So again, the height of building B is 8 meters, the height of building A is 5 meters, the distance between both the buildings is 2 meters, and the location is Delhi, India. Now moving to step 1, so we have to find the azimuth and altitude angles for this particular site. Now since the shadow creating object, that is building B, is on the south side of the proposed solar rooftop building, that is building A, so the shadow will be created during both morning and evening times. So the azimuth and altitude angles need to be considered for the Delhi location, 21st December, and now both morning time and evening time, that is 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. we'll have to consider. So again, using the same steps as we followed in the last example, we got that the azimuth and altitude angles for this particular site is at 10 a.m. the altitude angle is 28 degrees, the azimuth angle is 142 degrees, while in the evening, the 4 p.m., the altitude angle is 16 degrees, while azimuth angle is 230 degrees. Now going to step 2, again we'll have to find the relative height. We know that the height of building B is 8 meters, the height of building A is 5 meters, so the relative height comes out to be 3 meters. Going to the final step, we'll use this formula to calculate the shadow length, that is height h multiplied by cos azimuth divided by tan altitude. Now in this case, we'll have to calculate shadow length for both morning and evening times. So for the morning time, shadow length is 3 meters multiplied by cos 142 divided by tan 28. So we are using the morning time angles here, that is 10 a.m. angles here. The shadow length comes to be 4.5 meter. Similarly, putting evening time angles in the formula, we'll get the evening time shadow length 3 meters multiplied cos 230 and tan 16. So this evening time shadow comes to be 6.9 meters. So now we know that the evening time shadow is more than the morning time shadow. Hence, 6.9 meter shadow distance need to be left from building B in the north direction towards building A. Now again, if you are planning a rooftop system on building A, we already know that the distance between both the buildings is 2 meters. So 6.9 meter minus 2, that comes out to be 4.9 meters. So 4.9 meters distance need to be left from the south direction of this building A, and then the solar PV array should be proposed here. Thank you for watching this video. Do share if you like this video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more such videos. This article is also available on our website, the details of which are given in the link below. If you have any suggestions or any questions, do write to us.